Join me here in a secret location. This is the final destination of my planned treasure hunt. The idea is that when people get here, these 4 holes will in some way be a drop down, a leap of faith as you will, and at the bottom of that will be the prize, and possibly some other surprises, or perhaps no prize at all. It all depends which hole is chosen and which random prize come out. Anyway, ooh, that's a bit of a close-up, get a bit further away. So I've been, if I put my interface back on, I'll not do that. So I spent a couple of hours yesterday on a creative world working out how to do a nice drop sort of thing. There's something interesting and fun in it. I was trying to get a drop where you could look down and not see anything and go down, and then at the bottom it would pop out water. The idea was you would fall through a string at some point with perhaps an observer or something, and then it would send a registrant signal down which would pop out the water just as you landed. And it kind of worked sometimes, but I think on this server, in fact on any server, chances are the timings would be difficult to get right every time, and you might end up people splatting, because if you can see here we are at 84, and that hole should go down all the way to about 10 or 11 or something like that, so it's going to be quite a drop. But that's just something you'll have to do if you're going to do the leap of faith. So I'm going to start digging away at these, and we'll come back later. So I've just made a quick trip up to the Pigman farm to repair the old pickaxe, because obviously a fair bit of digging is now going to be needed down here. And the question is, should I dig these down to find out if there are any caves or any, or dig up? I did actually already dig down here. Oh, goodbye brick, stone. I did dig down here so that sort of find things out, and there wasn't anything in the way. It was all solid the way down, which is nice. So it's probably the best method. I'm going to do the old 2-step. So down one side, then down the other like that. And it's going to get a little dark, so maybe I'll hold a torch there and do that until we are down at 11. I got underneath myself there. Slightly dangerous. Right. Getting the feeling this little bit is pretty solid, so I shouldn't have too many troubles digging these out. Anyway, we shall come back to you when I've got all 4 done. Aha, down at the bottom. Yeah, I did dig the whole thing out. That makes it easier to determine when we are actually at the bottom without accidentally revealing where I am by popping up the old F3 screen. Now to get back up. So, we've got all 4 holes dug now. And I've placed a torch right behind where you're looking from, but we'll ignore that for the moment. But right now, I'm kind of interested to know if you can survive this in what I'm wearing, which is basically and protection 4 pants, protection 4 hat, and feather falling protection 4 things. So my death counter is only 16, which is pretty low for some of the people on this server. But let's find out if you can actually survive this. Yeah, I can. Well, that's interesting to know. But anyway, without armour, you won't. You're just going to go splat. So down here, then, is where the survival thing and prizes are going to go. So I'm going to go and start installing those. Maybe I'll talk through what's going to be a bit... But I don't want to give too much away. That's the only thing. I need redstone, I think, for this bit. We will need some hoppers. The hoppers are just in case things go badly wrong. We'll also need dispensers. I have 2 of those. I'm going to need to make some more. Observers will be needed. And pressure plate. So basically, now which way are people going to leave? I think, let's say people will depart that direction from here. So we want to put the dispenser here. The hopper will go there. And make a quick pressure plate. There. And this should be replaced by server. No, need to go from the back. Like that. So, are they going to interfere? If I turn these around so they're always at 90 degrees to each other, that might be fine. We'll look into that later. And then we want to signal with a bit of redstone, probably. Okay then, here we go. Quick drop, and we shall see how this works. Just check I'm going to land in the right place. So that should work fine. And we can dispense prizes. I think we're about done here then. This is the main chamber. There'll be a door there behind me now, and off to one side will be where you put your entry key to get in. There'll be keys available initially, for at least one for everybody. Well, only one for everybody, and then maybe others, depending. I think I might, like, sell them or something, or some sort of decision about them. Anyway, people come in here, and they'll have to choose one of these 4 diorite blocks to stand on, and they'll press the button above it. Now, I haven't decided whether they will remain diorite or be, like, one of each of the stones or something else, but anyway, that's the thing. And then the drop will happen, and then the fun follows from there. And then there'll be a one-way system to get out of here, because obviously you'll be down at bedrock, and that's less useful for many people. So now I need to supply all of the rewards and stuff, and I'm not going to show those because it'll be something for people to find out what they're going to be, but it's probably going to involve a lot of shulkers, so I need to go off and buy a few from the shulker merchant in town, or Zach as some people call him. So we'll come back after that, and I'll explain how people will find this place. Let me and the squids try and explain what the plan was, and now what it's going to be for finding the drop zone for the extra tokens. So, if you can think of like chords of any place on a world, and we're talking about ones in the thousands, because anything, I mean, well, 999 might be a nice area to have, but with 4 digits you've got a fair range that people couldn't easily guess, and with like 1 digit, yeah, you could probably see it. So if we consider that, we won't make people guess the last digit, because that would be rather pointless. It's like, yeah, I've got the first 3, is it within 10 of that? Yeah. So if we had 4 digits and with potentially the negative or minus, the idea I initially had was that I would hide these banners around the place and then give cryptic clues to where they might be. So say I could hide one in the dragon and then give a cryptic clue to the dragon, and people would go to the dragon and they'd find this one, say, and then knowing that the location was -1 something 34, they would now know that it was a 2, so they'd have the location. But then I thought, well, no, now we've got, in this version, we've got the lodestone, and you can tie a compass to that. So like, instead of hiding these and making people work out the coordinates, I could just hide the compass that has been bound to a lodestone there, and then they can follow that to get to the location. And I can use that compass as the key to get in, so you can only go in once per compass you find. So that's what we're going to do now, and hopefully this time I've remembered to unmute the microphone so I don't have to repeat doing this for a 3rd time. Not salty at all. Alright, I'm about done here. I've currently spent a little while trying to get this old system to work in a slightly different way than it used to be before. And I have no idea if I'm anywhere close to the target using this view. But that was perfect. The idea is that you have to score exactly 10, and then, and only then, will you get 5 tokens out of the dropper. So I should have, if I look in my inventory and fire. Oh, well, I was already carrying it. I put sugarcane in the thing so to test it out, so perhaps we'll do it again. Right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put this back in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then try again. See if we can do it this way again. No, I think I'm slightly off. There we go. So yeah, this is one of the ways to get tokens. I have instituted another few. I think that was wrong. You can buy some in my shops. You can... Good grief, I did it again. And let's have a look in here again. Yep, exactly 5 came out. Perfect. So yeah, that's how that's working. Now, as I was saying, there are other ways to get tokens. You can buy some in the shop. There's only a few in there, so not too many. You will be able to, although you can't at the moment, take the Iron Man contest at the Strider Raceways to get some. There is the search, which I am partially through filling out the places to find the lodestone compasses. They will be in place shortly. And then there is the moral maze, of course. So once everything is in place, I'm going to open it up to the other LyfCrafters and we'll see where we go from there. I'm going to wrap this up here then, as I am running a little short on time. This may be a little short as well, but it's fine. These things happen. So remember, as always, watch out for the other LyfCrafters. Their links are down below. They are probably, in fact, some of them are streaming right now as I talk. And you can see what's going on. There's a lot of people on today, including a couple of camera accounts. So, yeah, we'll go and watch them. If you liked this video, leave it a like. If you want to comment on it, comments are nice, of course. And if you're not subscribed and are watching this, or me for the first or perhaps the second time, then I would really appreciate the subscription. I am now up to, I believe, 102 subscribers, and my Givanity URL came through. So I'll be able to update all my links at some point so that they are just youtube.com/c/Auzathoth, which is slightly more readable than the old one that was a unique ID thing, random character string. So, yeah, we're done. I thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you again in the 31st episode from the LyfCraft server. So bye for now.